Hello everyone and welcome to our GAinful series. Today we'll be covering the news from May 27th till June 2nd. Let's get started. Recently, which airline in India became the fourth to have 100 aircrafts in its fleet? The International Dylan Thomas Prize by Swansea University is given in which field? Who has won the 2019 Dr. Lee Jong-wook Memorial Prize for Public Health at the 72nd World Health Assembly in Geneva? Who has flagged off the tree ambulance in Chennai on the occasion of International Day for Biological Diversity on May 22nd? At least how many states have missed the target for submitting the action plan on systemic disposal of plastic waste to the Central Pollution Control Board? No Frills airline SpiceJet has announced the induction of a Boeing, taking its fleet size to 100. The others are Air India, now defunct Jet Airways, and the rival Indigo. Uh, this prize, Swansea University International Dynal Thomas Prize, it's clearly in the field of writing. The novelist Guy Gunaratne has won this, for his book In Our Mad and Furious City. Now, the Director General of Indian Council of Medical Research, Professor Balram Bhargav, won 2019 Dr. Lee Jong-wook Memorial Prize for Public Health at 72nd World Health Assembly in Geneva. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu flagged off tree ambulance on the occasion of International Day for Biological Diversity on May 22nd. Over 25 state governments may have to pay environment compensation of 1 crore each for not submitting their respective action plan on systemic disposal of plastic waste. Clearly shows how serious the state governments are about this pollution, which is really a serious issue. Viru Devgan, who died recently, was associated with which field? Murray Gell-Mann, who died at the age of 89, was a pioneer what? According to TRA, which Indian became India's most trusted sports personality? What is India's rank in Ookla Speed Test Global Index for mobile internet speed in the month of April? Who took over as the new CM of Sikkim? Ajay Devgan's father, Viru Devgan, passed away in Mumbai morning. He was stunt and action director in Bollywood. Pioneer physicist Murray Gell-Mann has passed away at 89. Among his many scientific contributions, the Nobel laureate will be remembered for bringing order to the chaotic field of particle physics and for coining the term quark, a fundamental building block of the matter. Virat Kohli is India's most trusted sports personality according to the report from consumer insight company TRA. India's ranking in Ookla Speed Test Global Index has dipped in the month of April 2019, bringing the country's ranking down to 121 from 120 previous month. Sikkim Krantikari Morcha SKM President Prem Singh Golai took oath as the new Chief Minister of Sikkim. Okay, you can just write in comment whom he has replaced and what is the distinction that CM holds. Which country has launched the world's largest nuclear-powered icebreaker named the Ural? Which Indian town has recently been included in UNESCO's tentative list of World Heritage Site? Which country has released the world's first ever photograph of an albino giant panda? Who has won the Monaco Grand Prix? The Sudhiram Cup 2019 Badminton Championship was held where? Russia launched the world's largest nuclear-powered icebreaker in the country response to the commercial opportunity presented by melting Arctic ice. You see, people are worried about and some countries are finding economic opportunities in the catastrophe. The architectural heritage of Orcha town in Madhya Pradesh, which depicts the peculiar style of Bundela dynasty, has been included in UNESCO's tentative list of World Heritage Site following a proposal sent by ASI, that's Archaeological Survey of India, to the UN body. China released the world's first ever photograph of an albino giant panda in the wild. Lewis Hamilton won the Monaco Grand Prix to extend his championship lead over Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas. China won the Badminton World Mixed Team Championship Sudhiram Cup 2019 in Nanning. Stray Equipment Finance has tied up with which company to offer loan to purchase of equipment under a co-lending agreement? Which asset management company became the first in India to introduce mutual funds to WhatsApp? Dash has launched Bank on Wheels facility in 14 of its lead districts in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Veer Savarkar's birth anniversary was celebrated on which day? Which state has allocated 30 crore for cloud seeding during this year's monsoon? Shrey Equipment Finance has tied up with Oriental Bank of Commerce to offer loans to purchase equipment under a co-lending agreement. Motilal Oswal Asset Management Company, Motilal Oswal has AMC has become the first asset management company in India to introduce mutual funds to WhatsApp. Indian Overseas Bank has launched Bank on Wheels facility in 14 of its lead districts in Tamil Nadu and Kerala besides Vijayawada. Vinayak Damodar Savarkar's birth anniversary was celebrated on May 28th. Amid reports of deficit rainfall in the state, Maharashtra government allocated 30 crore for cloud seeding during this year's monsoon season. How many languages have been prescribed by Lokpal for motto slogan design? How many women Indian Air Force officers were part of country's first all-women crew to fly a medium-lift helicopter? With which war the Operation Safed Sagar was associated? Who has launched the Hindi translation of an academic publication, Digital Dilemma? When had the GOI banned the liberation of tigers of Tamilelam, LTTE I'm talking about? The newly created anti-corruption ombudsman Lokpal has launched a competition for his logo and motto that will be in three languages: Hindi, Sanskrit and English. The three women Indian Air Force officers were part of country's first all-women crew to fly a medium-lift helicopter. A defense release said all-women crew flew the helicopter for battle inoculation training mission, taking off and landing from restricted areas at a forward air base in Southwestern Air Command. Indian Air Force Air Chief Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa paid tribute to squadron leader Ajay Ahuja, who lost life 20 years back during the Kargil conflict by flying a missing man formation in a MiG-21 in Bhatinda. Okay, so this Operation Safed Sagar was about Kargil. John Bailey, president of Academy of Motion Pictures, Art and Sciences, popularly known as Oscar Academy, launched the Hindi translation of an academic publication, Digital Dilemma, in Delhi. India had banned the LTT after Rajiv Gandhi's assassination in 1991. Since then, the ban is imposed on the group and has been extended after every 5 years. Basically, you are given a chance to come and appeal why that ban should be lifted. It's generally a no-show and it just gets extended. GSTN has started offering free accounting and billing software to MSMEs with an annual turnover up to how many crores? 2019 Sino-India IT and DT Industry Cooperation Forum was held where? Which state has launched Aroma Mission in collaboration with Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plant? Standard Chartered has launched the Trade AI Engine, a joint solution developed in partnership with which organization? Which company is going to launch its cryptocurrency named Global Coin in 2020? Now, GSTN said it has started offering free accounting and billing software to MSMEs with annual turnover up to 1.5 crore. To create a new chapter in India-China cooperation in the new era of digital transition, 2019 Sino-India IT and DT Industry Cooperation Forum was held in Guizhou. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma launched Aroma Mission at Bairoa in Ri-Bhoi district with an aim to strengthen the livelihood condition of farmers and create employment opportunities in the state. Standard Chartered has officially launched Trade AI Engine, a joint solution development in partnership with IBM to enhance the client experience in trade document processing through increased operational efficiency and strengthen operational control. Facebook plans to launch its cryptocurrency by the first quarter of the next year. The company is expected to reveal more detail about the currency this summer before testing begins later in 2019. The currency, which is being referred internally as global coin, but we I think already know it's Libra, yeah, will reportedly be available in around a dozen countries at launch, where it's expected to offer people affordable and secure payment without the need for a bank account, which already American government has started speaking against it. Which state government is going to set up country's first blockchain district to create an ecosystem for all the startups and institutes working in the space? METI is going to set up Center of Excellence in the Internet of Things in Visakhapatnam in association with whom? India has been elected to Executive Board of the first UN Habitat Assembly at plenary session of the assembly started where? Peter Mutharika became the president of which country? PPC Joshi, who passed away at the age of 80 years, was a veteran. What? With an eye on emerging market opportunities in blockchain, the Telangana government is going to set up country's first blockchain district in Hyderabad. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology will set up Center of Excellence in Internet of Things in Visakhapatnam in association with NASSCOM. India has been elected as Executive Board of first UN Habitat Assembly at the plenary session of the Assembly started in Nairobi, Kenya. President Peter Mutharika won Malawi's presidential election with 38.57% of the votes. Veteran communist leader PPC Joshi passed away. He was 80 years old. RBI has decided to increase the RTGS time window for customer transaction from 4:30 p.m. till what time? International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers was observed on which day? Which Indian police officer has been honored this year with prestigious UN Medal on International Day of United Nations? Which book has been released by DST published by Vigyan Prasar in New Delhi? Who is the project director of GAINful program? The Reserve Bank of India has increased the time from 4:30 p.m. till 6 p.m. There are reports recommending it to become 24/7. The International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers was observed on May 29th. Police officer Jitendra Kumar was among 119 military, police and civilian personnel who was honored this year with prestigious UN Medal on International Day of UN. The Department of Science and Technology released 4 popular science books published by Vigyan Prasar in New Delhi. The books released are Voyage to Antarctica, Story of Consciousness, an autobiography of Moon, and Shambhunath Day, the discovery of cholera toxin. Indian Air Force has signed MOU with ISRO and crew selecting and training for prestigious Gaganyaan program. Air Vice Marshal R.G.K. Kapoor handed over the MOU to R. Hutton, the project director of Gaganyaan program. India's largest sewage treatment plant will come up where? Naveen Patnaik took over as CM of Odisha for consecutive which number of time? Binny, who died at the age of 41, was Odisha's Nandankanan Geological Park. In Nandankanan Geological Park was what? Which country has removed India from its currency monitoring list of major trading partners? Whose name has been announced as 2019 winner of 9 Dots Prize? India's largest sewage treatment plant will come up at Okhla at the cost of 1,161 crore. Work for setting up the plant has been awarded to France-based Suez Group and is likely to be completed by June 2022. The Delhi Jal Board said this will help in reducing pollutants in Yamuna, according to DJB. Naveen Patnaik has taken oath of Chief Minister for consecutive 5th time. Governor Professor Ganeshi Lal has administered the oath-taking ceremony at exhibition ground in Bhubaneswar. 11 cabinet ministers and 9 other ministers have also taken the oath. 40-year-old lone orangutan in the country, famous with the name Binny at Odisha's Nandankanan Zoological Park, died in Bhubaneswar. The Trump administration removed India from its currency monitoring list of major trading partners, citing certain development and steps taken by New Delhi which addresses some of its major concerns. Indian writer Annie Jaydi was announced as the 2019 winner of $100,000 9 Dot Prize, a prestigious book prize created to award innovative thinking that addresses contemporary issues around the world. Which campaign was launched by ICC on the eve of Men's World Cup to bring together 460 million people playing cricket globally to celebrate the magnificent diversity of cricket recently, who has been conferred the Lifetime Recognition Award by Confederation of Horticulture Association of India. Which country has lifted the ban on the import of fruits and vegetables from Kerala due to the Nipah virus outbreak in the state? Ivo Karlovic of which country became the oldest man to win a match at the French Open? Sri Lanka has signed an agreement with which country for the development of East Container Terminal at Colombo Port? The ICC launched this CRIO campaign, CRIIO, okay, just note this, on the eve of Men's World Cup, bringing together 460 million people playing cricket globally to celebrate the magnificent diversity of cricket. N. Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, has been conferred the Lifetime Recognition Award by Confederation of Horticulture Association of India for his outstanding contribution in the field of horticulture and academic leadership focus on human resource development in agriculture. Almost a year after the deadly Nipah virus outbreak in Kerala, Saudi Arabia, 27 May 2019, has lifted the ban it has imposed on the imports of fruits and vegetables from the state. With the lifting of embargo, Kozhikode Airport was alone handling 20 tons of fruit and vegetable per day, valued $50,000 to various destinations in Saudi. Croatia's Ivo Karlovic became the oldest man to win a match in French Open for 46 years as he beat Spain's fellow veteran Feliciano Lopez in the first round duel. Sri Lanka has signed agreement with Japan and India, an agreement to jointly develop East Container Terminal at the Colombo port. Every year, World Hunger Day is observed on which day? I Anupam, a book on Naxal movement in West Bengal, is written by whom? Who has appointed Suresh Kumar as the Chief Technology Officer and Chief Development Officer? Benu Mishra, who passed away at the age of 80 years, was a noted what from Assam? Juan Carlos I was former king of which country? World Hunger Day is observed every day on May 28th. Yeah. Navneet Dev Sen's book on Naxal movement in West Bengal, first published in Bengal in 1978, is now available in English. I Anupam. Ami Anupam is a sharp depiction of those turbulent times and is about one such betrayal. Walmart has appointed Suresh Kumar, an IIT Madras graduate and former Google executive, as Chief Technology Officer and Chief Development Officer. Assam's noted artist and former Senior Art Advisor and Deputy Director of State Directorate of Information and Public Relations, Benu Mishra passed away. He was 80. He was a noted artist. Former King of Spain, Juan Carlos I, has officially informed his son, King Philip VI, of his plan to withdraw from the official event and retire from public life from June 2nd. Who is the head of RBI's panel on secondary market for corporate loans? Justice A.K. Mittal became the Chief Justice of which High Court? Devi Ahilyabai Holkar Airport is located where? Every year International Everest Day is observed on which day? World Digestive Health Day was observed when? The panel on secondary market for corporate loans, headed by Canara Bank Chairman T.N. Manoharan, has been asked to gauge the possibility of setting up a loan transaction platform for the sale of stress asset and creation of a loan contract registry to standardize the information. RBI's panel for housing loan securitization, headed by Bains and co-advisor Harshvardhan, has been mandated to review the current market operation and recommend policy intervention. Okay. President of India has appointed Justice A.K. Mittal as Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court. Indore's Devi Ahilyabai Holkar Airport was declared as an international airport. The airport, named after Maharani Ahilyabai Holkar of Indore, is considered the busiest airport in the region. International Everest Day is observed every year on 29th of May. Nepal's Tenzing Norgay and New Zealand Edmund Hillary had climbed Mount Everest on this day in 1953. Every year on 29th May, the World Gastroenterology Organization, in collaboration with WGOs, celebrates World Digestive Health Day. Theme was early diagnosis and treatment of GI cancer. Who became the new chairman of Chief of Staff Committee? What is India's GDP forecast for financial year 20 according to FICCI Economic Outlook? recently, which IIT has signed an MOU with ISRO to set up a Space Technology Cell (STC) at the institute? What is India's rank in IMD World Competitiveness Ranking 2019? Total, how many medals have India won in 2019 ISSF World Cup held in Munich? We are talking about outgoing chairman of the Chief of Staff Committee and Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Sunil Lanba handed over the baton of COSC to Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Biren Singh Dhanoa. COSC comprises the three service chiefs, with the senior most of them being the chairman. The country's median GDP is forecast at 7.1% for financial year 20 and 7.2% for financial year 2021. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati has signed MOU with Indian Space Research Organization ISRO to set up IIT-G ISRO Space Technology Cell at the institute. India has moved up one place to rank 43rd most competitive economy in IMD World Competitiveness Ranking 2019. India produced their best show ever at ISSF World Cup with total tally of 5 gold medals in Munich, Germany. India topped the medal tally with 5 gold and a silver. Who administered the oath to Jagmohan Reddy as the new CM of Andhra Pradesh? Goa celebrated its statehood day on which day? Muhammadu Buhari became the president of which country? James Murray became the PM of which country? Carmen Karedi, who died at the age of 85, was what? Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy, who led YSR Congress Party to thumping victory in the assembly election, was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan administered the oath of office and secrecy to the 46-year-old leader, whose party emerged victorious in 151 seats out of 175 members strong state assembly. Goa celebrated its statehood day on May 38. It was on this day in 1987 Goa became the 25th state of the Indian Union. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in for the second term in office, vowing once more to tackle crippled security threat and root out corruption in Africa's key economy. Former Papua New Guinea Finance Minister James Marape was sworn in as country's new Prime Minister. Carmine Caridi, known for her role in the Godfather franchise, has died at the age of 85. Total, how many Indian origin students are among the winners of recently held Scripps National Spelling Bee competition in US? Who took over as Chief of Naval Staff? Indian origin Dash has been Deputy Executive Director of United Nation Entity for Gender Equality and Empowerment of Women for Resource Management, Sustainability and Partnership. Every year, World No Tobacco Day is observed on which day? A new wasp species, Kudakurani rangnekari, has been identified by the scientists of which country? 6 Indian origin students are among the 8 participants who won the prestigious Scripps National Spelling Bee after defeating over 550 other contestants in an unprecedented competition in the US. Admiral Karambir Singh took over as Chief of Naval Staff after Sunil Lamba retired. With a career spanning over 36 years, Karambir Singh served as the Vice Chief of Naval Staff at the headquarters in New Delhi before moving to Visakhapatnam last year as Eastern Naval Commander. Indian origin Anita Bhatia has been the Deputy Executive Director of the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and Empowerment of Women for Resource Management, Sustainability and Partnership. Every year on 31st May, the World Health Organization and global partners celebrate World No Tobacco Day. The annual campaign is an opportunity to raise awareness on the harmful and deadly effects of tobacco use and secondhand smoke exposure, and to discourage the use of tobacco in any form. That's 31st May. Remember, this is important. Tobacco and lung health was the theme. A new species of wasp from the genus Kudacrumia has been recently identified by the scientists in Goa. What was the GDP's growth rate in Jan-March 2018-19? The 10th National Science Film Festival of India (NSFFI) will be organized where? Recently, Which state government has decided to make it mandatory for all online aggregator to ensure that food supplied by them have hygiene rating as per the guidelines of Food Safety and Standard Authority of India? Recently, which state government has banned e-cigarettes? Which state has appointed Namrata Menon as the brand ambassador to promote ancient system of physical and mental practices? India's economic growth rate slowed to five-year low of 5.8% in January-March 2018-19 due to poor performance in agriculture and manufacturing sectors. In an effort to raise awareness about science and environment through films, the 10th National Film Festival of India will be organized in Tripura on January and February 2020. The Punjab government has decided to make it mandatory for all online aggregators to ensure that food supplied by them have hygiene rating as per the guideline of FSSI. The Rajasthan government has decided to ban production, distribution, advertisement and sale of e-cigarettes in the state. Yoga instructor and fitness expert Namrata Menon was appointed Goa's brand ambassador to promote the ancient system of physical and mental practices in the coastal state. The Union Cabinet has approved the extension of PM Kisan. Now it will cover around how many crore beneficiaries? To control which disease in livestock, the Union Cabinet has cleared a total outlay of 13,343 crore for the next 5 years. What minimum amount per month will the beneficiary avail in the newly approved pension scheme for trading community? Who is the author of the novel Girl in the City? Lamar Odom, the author of the book The Darkness to Light, is associated with which sports? The revised scheme is expected to cover 2 crore more farmers, increasing the coverage of PM Kisan to around 14.5 crore beneficiary. I hope you also remember on 24th February at a huge program in Gorakhpur, that's where this scheme was launched in Uttar Pradesh. The initiative pertains to controlling foot and mouth disease and brucellosis to support the livestock rearing farmer. Under this scheme, all shopkeepers, retail trader and self-employed person are assured a minimum monthly pension of 3,000 per month. But that's contribution basis, right? So what happens is, suppose a person whose age is 29 contributes 100 per month. The central government would also put 100 from its its pocket, so that this 200 now gets accumulated, and after his retirement he will be paid pension. Priyanka Verma, a renowned fiction author, has launched a second novel, Girl in the City. The author has narrated the story of love and inspiration through the character Tanya. American basketball player Lamar Odom released a new book titled Darkness to Light, which reportedly will reveal dark secrets of his life. Which bank has entered into pact with Centrum Wealth Management Limited, Centrum, to form a private limited joint venture to offer wealth management services to its clients? Name the youngest member of the parliament elected ever. Who has been re-elected as the president of Badminton Asia? Which state health department has been selected by WHO for its award this year in recognition of its achievement in the field of tobacco control? Name the southernmost city in the world. Karur Vyasa Bank has entered into pact with Centrum Wealth Management to form a private limited joint venture to offer wealth management services to its client. Chandrani Murmu, a B.Tech student from Odisha, has created history by becoming the youngest member of parliament. The 25-year-old contested on Biju Janata Dal ticket and won against two-time BJP MP Anant Naik by a margin of 66,000 votes. Indonesia's Anton Aditya Subowo was re-elected as the president of Badminton Asia. As a result, he'll continue for another 4 years. The World Health Organization has selected Rajasthan's government medical and health department for its award this year in recognition of its achievement in the field of tobacco control. Puerto William, a growing hamlet draped in snow-covered peaks on the remote southern tip of the South American continent, has been upgraded to the category of city by Chilean authorities, making it the world's southernmost city. Every year, the Global Day of Parents is observed on which day? Every year, World Milk Day is observed when? Name the first Indian fighter pilot to fly Hawk advanced jet aircraft. Dash led to committee submitted the draft National Education Policy to HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank in New Delhi, who became the Union Minister of newly formed Jal Shakti Ministry. The Global Day of Parents is observed on 1st of June every year. The day was proclaimed by UN General Assembly 2012 and honors parents throughout the world. Honor your parents. World Milk Day is an international day established by Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations to recognize the importance of milk as global food. It is observed on June 1st. Flight Lieutenant Mohana Singh has become the first woman fighter to fly by day a Hawk advanced jet aircraft, a defense release has said. She achieved the feat at Kalikunda Air Force Station in West Bengal. Former ISRO chief Dr. Kasturi Rangan led committee submitted the draft National Education Policy to HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank in New Delhi. The policy draft recommends incorporation of Indian knowledge system in the curriculum, constituting a national educational commission and curbing arbitrary fee hikes by private schools. A new Jal Shakti ministry in which erstwhile Ministry of Water Resource and Drinking Water and Sanitation will be merged has been formed with Gajendra Singh Shekhawat at its helm. Now, the PM scholarship scheme under the National Defence Fund is extended to the wards of state police officials who are or were martyred during which kind of attack. Name the first Indian woman to be conferred with Orden Mexicana del Águila Azteca or Order of Aztec Eagle, Mexico's highest civilian honor for foreigners. According to NSS source, currently India has dash health workers per 10,000. Assam government has decided to waive admission fee for students taking admission up to PG level whose parental income is less than how many rupees per year. The under 20 Eurasian Athletic Championship was held where? Apart from hiking the scholarship amount, now the ambit of scholarship scheme is extended to the ward of state police officials who are or were martyred during terror or Naxal attack as well. Former President Pratibha Patil was conferred Orden Mexicana del Águila Azteca or Order of the Aztec Eagle, Mexico's highest civilian honor for foreigners. India's 20.6 health worker per 10,000 people, a study based on National Sample Survey Organization reveals. Assam government has waived admission fee for student taking admission up to postgraduate level whose parental income is less than 2 lakh per year. Indian athletes won 5 gold and 3 silver medal at under 20 Eurasian Athletic Championship held in Almaty, Kazakhstan. Which finance company has launched Sabse Khas loan for the two-wheeler customers? Recently, which country has terminated India's designation as a beneficiary under generalized system of preference? Telangana celebrated its formation day on which day? Which company became the most profitable PSU for 2018-19? Name the map-based location app launched by Ayush Ministry ahead of International Yoga Day. L&T Finance, a subsidiary of L&T Finance Holding, launched Sabse Khas loan for two-wheelers customer. Mr. Trump announced that the US intends to terminate India's designation as a beneficiary developing country under the Generalized System of Preference program. Telangana people celebrated the 5th anniversary of its formation day on June 2nd with enthusiasm and fervor. ONGC, India's top oil gas producer, has toppled Indian Oil Corporation to regain crown of being country's most profitable public sector company. Ahead of International Yoga Day on June 21st, the Ayush Ministry has launched a mobile application to enable people to locate yoga events, centers providing training and instructor. Yoga Locator, a map-based location app, will also enable yoga instructor to register themselves and reach out to a large number of people. What was country's unemployment rate in 2017-18? What is India's infant mortality rate in 2017 according to Census and Registrar General of India? A two-day Yoga Mahotsav, a curtain raiser for International Day of Yoga IDY 2019 was organized where? Viva Food has partnered with which company for its launch campaign Shaitan Ki Jaan for its new brand We Nourish? Ajay Singh has been elected to the board of International Air Transport Association. He is the MD and CEO of which company? The unemployment rate in 2017-18 was 6.1%, corroborating the pre-election leaked report that had claimed the joblessness at 45 years high. The sample registration system data is released by the Office of Census and Registrar General of India. The overall IMR for India for 2017 is 33 per thousand live birth, just a point lower than 34 recorded in 2016. A two-day Yoga Mahotsav, a curtain raiser for the International Day of Yoga, was inaugurated by Vice Chairman Niti Aayog Shri Rajiv Kumar at New Delhi. Consumer brand Viva Food has forayed into child nutrition segment with its new brand We Nourish and has partnered with Shah Rukh Khan for its launch campaign Shaitan Ki Jaan. Low-cost carrier SpiceJet chairman and managing director Ajay Singh was elected to the board of International Air Transport Association less than 3 months after the airline joined the global grouping. Which IT has launched a data platform of integrated database on infrastructure project IDIP aimed at enhancing the efficiency of infrastructure development in India. Brij Mohan Khaitan, who passed away at the age of 92, was a veteran what? Nayib Bukele, sworn in as the new president of which country? Who took over as Deputy Chief of Integrated Defence Staff? And Satish Chandra Verma has been appointed as new Advocate General of which state? The Indian Institute of Technology Madras has launched a data platform of integrated database on infrastructure project aimed at enhancing the efficiency of infrastructure development in India and enable effective decision making among different stakeholders involved in the infrastructure sector. Veteran industrialist and patriarch of Williamson Mager Group Brij Mohan Khaitan passed away at the age of 92. In the Central American country El Salvador, Nayib Bukele has been sworn in as the nation's president. Vice Admiral Ajendra Bahadur Singh has assumed the duties of Deputy Chief of Integrated Defence Staff. The Chhattisgarh government has appointed Satish Chandra Verma as the new Advocate General of the state, replacing Kanak Tiwari from the post. So with that, we come to an end of this week's GAinful. I'll again see you very soon with the next week's. Thank you very much.